misconception when it comes to weight loss or weight gain, when it
Mhm.
comes to women in general?
Yeah, I would say the biggest misconception is that being overweight is a personal choice or is a result of lack of willpower, not following the right diet, not exercising enough, right? We often hear, oh, to lose weight, we just need to eat less and move more, right? And so that's a huge misconception. And the truth is that weight management or obesity, now we recognize is a real medical condition, right? So that requires proper treatment. And this misconception, unfortunately, is a result of weight bias and stigma that still exists in today's society. And bias can be quite harmful and damaging, especially if they are internalized. And so we need to remember that obesity, first of all, is a chronic condition. It requires lifelong treatment, right? And it's driven by various factors, including genetics, environment, social factors, aging, certain medical conditions, emotional health, et cetera, right? So weight is quite complex, and it's really not about just eating less and moving more. And so now we have evidence-based treatments for managing weight for obesity, and they include sort of what we talked about with the intensive behavioral therapy, surgical interventions, and pharmacotherapy. And so I want to also emphasize that weight loss and obesity management is not the same. And so the objective of obesity management is not just to lose weight, it's to improve overall health. Right. And weight loss is sort of a side effect of that. And so I often like to encourage patients not to just focus on the scale, because again, going back to how complex weight is, there's certain factors that we have no control over, right? And so when we focus on something that we can't control, then of course that's going to lead to feelings of frustration, right? Of shame, of guilt. And so it just creates this vicious cycle. And so that's why with patients I work with, we don't just focus on the scale as a determinant of progress, but I often encourage them to consider what are some other measures that they can use to assess their health, to assess their progress in this journey. So whether it's energy levels, strength, right? How your clothes are fitting. It could be how you're able to respond to cravings, right? Meal planning. All of that can be used as measurements instead of just focusing on that number. And it really focuses on sort of behavioral based goals, right? Changing behaviors instead of just losing weight.